I'm Nic Bollinger.
And I'm Lori Bollinger.
And we are the owners of Junction Coffee.
And behind us is Mabel.
She is a 1974 double-decker bus, and we put a coffee shop in her.
A cup of coffee in the morning, and I get the paper. I check the headlines and decide that I am bored.
Junction Coffee is a coffee truck in a double-decker bus. And we drive around downtown Oklahoma City serving people coffee.
The double-decker was actually a practical solution to a financial problem that we had. We wanted to open up a coffee shop downtown, and we love relationships and we love the way that coffee brings people together, and we wanted to do that in the downtown area. But financially, looking at starting this about 2 years ago, we really weren't able to afford the startup cost with the location. And about that time, food trucks were really starting to take off, and so we thought, well, maybe we'll start in a truck and maybe eventually grow into a space. And but we were really sad about losing the relational aspect and the coffee shop vibe. That was the whole reason why we wanted to start one. And so about that time, we were driving down the street on West Reno, and we saw a double-decker bus, and we knew right there that was the perfect blend between mobile and brick and mortar.
As far as coffee drinks, though, we serve specialty coffee drinks. We also serve coffee alternatives like hot chocolate, tea. We actually serve a traditional English tea experience for those tea lovers, and because we're on a double-decker bus, we consulted some of our British friends, and we think we've perfected the traditional English tea experience that you can have on the bus.
Yeah. So we serve anything from Americanos to cappuccinos, lattes, flavored lattes, chai tea lattes, hot chocolate, drip coffee.
Yeah. Coffee.
Yeah.
And gourmet toast.
And gourmet toast. It's a cool experience. We actually don't get to experience it as often as what we would like, but it's neat because you sit upstairs. We have a bar, we have booths and table, and you kind of get to you get a different perspective on the city. It separates you in a way that you can kind of look out and you can see a little bit further, and you get a little bit more anonymity because you're not like quite on street level. And I mean, it's really cool. Also, because it's a smaller area, you have a level of intimacy there. It's big enough that you can seclude yourself if you need to introvert, but it's also small enough where there's a level of intimacy with the people around you. Yeah. It's better to engage in awesome conversation with people. Yeah, when you sit down at the bar, you're about this far from somebody, and so if they're a complete stranger, the nature of it is it's an enclosed space, smaller of a space. You're sitting closer together than somebody that you normally wouldn't, and so automatically you feel a little bit closer to them, and so it develops relationships really, really well. Yeah. I mean, probably the biggest thing that we try to emphasize Junction Coffee is that we're about people. When you come to our window or when you come inside the bus and order, you're a person first, and we try to learn names, we try to learn stories, and sometimes we don't remember it as much as what we would like, but you're a person first and a customer second, and we want everything that we do to push that experience towards relationship and reflect that, and that's the big thing that we really want to focus on, I think.
Yeah. And we try to serve you really great coffee.
And we try to serve really great coffee. Yeah.
Win-win.
Yeah.
I'm Kelsey Karper, and I am co-founder and co-curator here at Current Studio.
I'm Romy Owens, and I'm the co-founder and co-curator of Current Studio.
Current Studio is a new art space here in Oklahoma City, and it's a venue for presenting audiences with art that is an experience, and also a venue for helping artists fulfill a vision.
Current Studio is a space that allows for artists to experiment with different kinds of work, and it allows for a space that is different than other venues in Oklahoma City, which is really exciting for us to explore as curators and for the audience to experience.
In addition to that, we're also interested in working with the community, connecting art and the community together, and finding how we can connect artists with the challenges of our city to come up with creative solutions.
Hi, my name is Nicole Emmons-Willis. I'm a stop motion animator, an artist, filmmaker, and educator.
Our first exhibition is with artist Nicole Emmons-Willis, who lives here in Oklahoma City and is primarily a stop motion filmmaker. And she was our first artist in residence and worked here in the space for about a month, creating this new body of work as she built the sets and the puppets and did all the shooting for a stop motion film, as well as creating a site-specific installation.
My exhibit is entitled Domesti City, Oklahoma. It is stop motion animation installation. There are 3 projections on the wall and 1 live installation that you can walk into.
I think that this is a really exciting exhibit because it really presents us with a new way of experiencing moving picture. Stop motion is a form of creation that everyone is familiar with through movie and through television, but in seeing it in person in a gallery setting elevates the art form, and then to see the actual props and puppets that are used, really it gives us all an experience that no one here in Oklahoma City has seen before.
The inspiration for the show was kind of seeing my friends and myself becoming married and settling down, and what that sort of looks like for the modern woman. It's sort of exploring the themes of domestication of the modern human, doing chores, getting sort of caught up in the cycle of domestic life and what that looks like for a modern person.
We chose Nicole to be our first artist here at Current Studio and our first artist in residence because her work really exemplifies a lot of the things that we're trying to do here at Current Studio. She's creating work that is not typically a commercially sellable object. It's more about creating an experience for the audience who comes in to see it.
One thing I would like people to take away from their experience of this exhibit is possibility. The possibility for a different way for life not to just be humdrum and normal, but to expand people's minds on the idea of what a domestic partnership can look like. I've introduced one of the projections as kind of a fantasy alternative. In that one, she interacts with a sea creature and she later becomes a sea creature, and it's sort of her exploring her fantasy dream of, you know, a way to escape from this reality. But the ideal is for people to come together and create that magic at home, so that it sort of the home becomes a place for possibility and people to nurture their dreams together instead of anybody getting stuck.
There are a lot of things about this exhibit that I really like, but I think the surprises and the things that are unexpected to have within a gallery setting are really, they're fun and it's playful, but at the same time it's talking about something that's a conceptual basis of something we all experience all the time, which is our own domestication.
Also, country music plays a big part in this installation. It was a big inspiration for me in developing the theme. The theme of domesticity is not really just based on my own experience, it's based on me also watching other people, women get married, and seeing how the chore differential is always kind of weighted towards the female. And I was sort of supporting my vision through listening to all these country songs of all these strong women that had sort of had thoughts on this and kind of broke away and did their own thing. So that chord really runs through the show. So when you come, I hope that you listen to some records. I have a turntable on display and people are encouraged to play records and watch the television. I have a series of commercials from the 70s and 80s, which is kind of when my opinions on the subject were formulated when I was young. So that's also on display for people to see. So I hope that you will come and enjoy the show.
I don't know what else to say. I think that's everything.
I think that's everything. Can you guys think of anything? This is our staff. Do you want to be on our team? Do you care to be on our team?
Katie's doing a really good job pretending to work.
Yeah.
Like the counters 5 times?
Yeah, it's okay. It's perfect. Like in every clip, it's gonna be like, man, she's really cleaning those counters.
Doing a good job.
And an apple.
Oh, that's
Nice. Okay.
Awesome.